Hey! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I'm your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. And it looks like William Wilms got it right today. Hey. Look at that. And yeah, at least I didn't go commando. That you know of. Anyway, what's going on, guys? It's Tuesday. And yes, we're back on the SD build today. That gives you any indication of what I think of this SD build right now. I am, like, not in it at all. But it's something that I've got to get moved along. Because I cannot... Sorry, I'm putting my phone away. I can't do... I can't box this and have another boxed build that I wasted time on. I need to finish it. I absolutely need to finish it. Yeah. William says, Tim, add 2 scribe lines and scream it's done. Oh, God, if only it was that easy, right? If only. But no, we're gonna work on this thing today. I've got some plans that will, I think, greatly improve the aesthetics, especially on the head, because that's what we're going to be working on. But first, hey, again, we're rocking the bear guy today. If you want one of these shirts, hit www.childofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You will find this shirt, many more, hats, prints of my work, all sorts of fun stuff in there. So go load up. If you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we're going to be working with here today, there's an Amazon link below here on Twitch and YouTube. That side, if you're watching on Facebook. I do get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it doesn't increase the cost for you. It goes to help out me. It goes to help out the stream, fuel our endeavors moving forward. Now, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Books for inspiration, gear for streaming if you want to get into that now is a good time. And like I said, tools and materials. Hey, look at this. Goalie 0. Finish it, you plastic scratching pleb. Thank you, Carl, with the 100 bits. You get one of these, buddy. Asshole. Nice. Anyway, aside from that, if you're interested in kits, tools, paints, accessories, Mecha Decals, sheets 1 and 2, those are both in stock and shipping now, right down here yonder at our good friends USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine folks down there will definitely have what you need. Now, if you've been watching their posts, they have gotten their big ol' restock in. Or at least one of the big old restocks, and they got a lot of new stuff in today. So yeah, go check it out. The little SD Barbatos looks kind of cool, I have to admit, even though I don't want any parts of a freaking SD like for a long time. So there's that, right? But yeah, as always, if you like what we do here, if you get entertainment, if you get value out of the content that we create, man, hit the like, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff on all the other social media channels. Yeah, go ahead, do it. It's the nice thing to do. And Jesus, very dry. If you know somebody or a group of somebodies that could benefit from watching the stream, go share it with them. Yes. Huh, yeah. RF Aurora, Andrew says Tim is traumatized by SD kits. Dude, it's just, it's not, I don't think it's necessarily SDs particularly. I think it's a combination of this being a unicorn and then the high-grade unicorn being so damned awful. What are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? So, that's, if any trauma has occurred, that's the culprit. Yeah. Yeah, William Wilm says Tim is traumatized by the unicorn. Yeah. Shut up, Pabs. Pabs is like, Tim, I have an SD idea to run by you later. I don't want any parts of that one either, dude. Anyway, let's get into it. Here we go. This is what we're going to be working on. He says, I think you'll like it. No. Jesus. No. I am done with SDs for a while. Yeah. So anyway, last time we saw this guy, obviously I painted the faceplate and everything. Well, the eye and the chin, that's all connected. The neck is now stiffened up, looking good. So that's not all flippy floppy. So we're going to get rid of the chest because we're not going to worry about that today. We're going to worry about this right here. Now, a couple ideas that I have. And I don't know if you guys have seen the... No, I think we did work on that crest a little bit last time we worked on this. You know, a little scribing and stuff like that here and there. I think that looks pretty damn good. And there you can see the, you know, the nice deep outlines on that eye. But nothing there on that one. So we're going to have to change that. Anywho, let's get this thing broken down because, like I said, I've got some ideas for this that we should definitely... Hoo-ha, hee-ha, hoo-ha. Pardon me. It is, for some reason, very dry. I don't know why. Shouldn't be. But let's get this thing broken down because, like I said, I got some ideas that I want to put into place here. All right, so we don't need this part. We don't need this part. We may need that, so we'll keep that off to the side. But what we are going to be focusing on are these two and this. So let's start on this first real quick because this is going to be easy stuff here. We're going to get rid of the faceplate. We're going to put the eyes on so we can see what exactly that we're doing. And let's see, we're going to grab 0.20 and we're going to go to work on this thing, yeah? Now, let's see something here. Yep, cool. This is 0.20 all the way around here, so that's good. I was worried, because I couldn't remember what we used to do the outlines around the eyes. Couldn't remember if it was 0.15 or 0.20. But luckily, it's 0.20. So that's a good thing. All right, there we go. So now let's do the same thing here. Let's real quick outline scribe this other eye here real quick. Just real quick. Wow. Working with primer. God damn. Having primer on this piece while I'm scribing kind of does make it nice and easy to see this, to see the lines, especially. Now, the bad part is that this plastic, this clear plastic of Bandai's, is so brittle. It's hard to get a decent scribe in this. Maybe I need to use oil. No. That's a big no. Okay. And you can kind of hear it, right? You can hear it just chirping like that, like skipping, like right? That's a clear indication of just a wavy, stair-steppy kind of line. Now, when you go to panel line this, it's not going to be a big deal because you're not going to see it, right? Your all you're going to see is the panel lining fluid color, whether it be black, gray, brown, you know, whatever color that, you know, you particularly want to use, right? So having a smooth line is not exactly paramount, although it does help with letting that panel lining fluid flow, you know, through the lines and all. Now, if you've got a good gloss coat on your pieces, that'll definitely assist, right? It almost becomes a moot point at that juncture. So, food for thought. All right. And last but not least, okay. All right. So there's that, looking pretty good. We did experience a little bit of blowout right there on that line, right? But let's see something here, because that may not be an important thing. Yeah, we can sand that over. That's not going to be a big deal at all. All right, so that's the first step done. Now the second step obviously is going to be a bit more involved here. Now let's get this faceplate on, because we need to know some spacing details, right? So let's get this guy popped on there. Okay, there's that. All right, so now let's see how much space we have to work with, because my idea is this. If I can find the right strip. Is this is 1/2 mil. Okay, so what I'm thinking is to glue just little strips, just maybe, obviously not this thick, but just little strips, maybe 2 millimeters out from that cheek, right? No. Oh, here we go. Here's like 3.2, right? So like little strips, maybe like that, just to bump that out a little bit, right? Just little strips on both sides. I think that'll look good. And what we can do is we can glue it right to the inside of this little surface here and not obstruct the green portion there, right? So I think that'll be good. Yeah, that should be perfect. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, so now what we need to do is to get this little piece on here, right? Let's see, that'll be perfect. Okay, so let's do this. Let's load this up here in our tweezers. Let's get our Bob Smith. Get our Bob Smith on here, right? Do that type of thing, and then we'll go just like that. Okay. All right. Now we'll pop a little Insta-set on there. We'll let that cook. We'll do the same thing to the other side, right? Let's go ahead and get, let's see, that should be enough. Yeah, more than enough. So, right there. And load that into the tweezers as well. Let's get our good old friend Bobby on here, Mr. Bobby Smith. Bobby. Okay. Just like that. Now that's not a ton of material to glue down on, right? That's basically a millimeter that it's holding on to, which is obviously not a lot, right? So we'll let that one cook while we turn our attention back to this one here. Right? This one looks nice and solid. Excellent. All right, so now what we got to do, obviously, is to clean up any residual super glue squeeze out. So we'll make these cuts here first, and somebody just messaged me. So let's see who it is. Oh, cool, it's from before. Good deal. Anyway, all right, so let's get back on this. Focus. Right. All right, so that's good there. Now, what I also want to do is follow the angle of the piece that's there. So we're going to cut it right down the line just like that, right? So that looks good with that. So let's see what this looks like here. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. One thing I don't like is this little piece right there. So what we can do, come in, clip that off, and then trim that down with our hobby knife, right? So that looks pretty good. Let's get a little filing. Just to even all of that stuff out, right? A little shard off of there. And I think we'll be in business here. Let's check this out. Yeah, see, I like that already. Just adds a little, just a little bit more there on the side, right? Just a hair, yeah, just a hair. I like it. I like it though. That looks pretty good. And hell, if we wanted to, we could even laminate some more thicker, you know, strip right into the gap here if we, you know, if we felt like it, if we were being squirrely. Which, hell, who knows? Maybe that may be a thing. But I think we leave it as is. I like that. I think it looks good. I think it ties in. I think it's going to be A-okay. A-okay. All right, let's address the other side here, yeah? Now this is all cured and looking good, so we need to do our due diligence here and trim off super glue squeeze out. Let's spin this around so we can get the blade in here a little easier. Got a good amount off there, so we just need to come back and just take care of the rest. Now you need to support this little strip here if you do something like this, because since this is only hanging on by about 1 millimeter of surface area, the strength of this is not all that high. Strong enough, you know, for our purposes, but in terms of putting stress on it like I am, it's not exactly what it's meant for, right? So you just need to be careful when trying to work with this strip here, right? So do the same thing, get that clipped off there at the same angle, and then like we did on the other piece, going to trim this back. Okay. Right, so now let's even this up with the file. And that looks pretty good. Feather that in. Good. All right, so yeah, much better profile. Much better profile. I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better. See, and that's the thing. Like, the deal with the unicorn is it's panely. Like we've said time and time again, it's panely, meaning it's got many panels. So, a couple more things we're gonna do with the side here, right? First things first, let's get this section, whoa, and I drop it. Okay, there it is. It's, boom, right there. We'll do the same thing with this other side here. We'll get this removed. We'll put these off to the side. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this little surface right there. And we're going to do something like we did on the just of the legs. We're going to bump that out a little bit, right? So, let's find a strip wide enough for that, which is not going to be this. Not going to be that one either, because that's too thin. What about this guy? Let's see. That should be perfect right there. Okay, cool. So, let's get one of the ends squared up. Good there. And then get that clipped off. Load this into our tweezers. And then we'll just basically glue this right on this little section here. And that will be our little bump out. And then we'll form it to match the shape that's already there. Now, I wanted to get a good enough amount of super glue on this thing because the squeeze out is going to be our friend here. Because that's going to fill the void between this strip and any of the bevels on this, the edges of this thing. All right, so there's that. Kick that off with a little Instaset there and there. Let that cook. Let's do the same thing to the other side. We need to square this end up here first. That cut off there. Load this into our tweezers. And we'll do the same thing to the other side here. And once we get this glued, we'll catch up with the chat, yeah? Okay. That looks pretty good. Little tweezer malfunction. But looks like we got it. Okay, we'll get that trimmed properly. All right. So let's let these. Let those cook here real quick. Let's get caught up with the chat, yeah? Let's see. Where the hell did we leave off? I don't even know. Wow. Oh, yeah. Pabs was going to tell me his SD idea, which I was, like, not having any of it. Bill says, Tim is really looking forward to building a mega-size unicorn next, Pabs. Pab says he chose the high-grade full armor uni. He has no one to blame but himself. Yeah, but you decided you were going to do the Neo Zeong. Whatever. Anyway, Lucas, Mr. Persistent Turtle, he says, one time in Bandcamp, Tim had an accident playing Leapfrog with a unicorn. Whew. Ouch. Tashi says, right on time. Good afternoon, folks. What's up, Tashi? Gumpa Uruguay, Mr. Javier, he's over there as well. Bill says, anyone notice that Tim is using implements on the unicorn, but it is Tim being tortured. Whew, ain't that the truth? William Wilms over says to Javier, he says, your PG is looking great. Makes me want to start on my Mark II. Yeah, Javier's perfect grade is looking very good. The head came out great, dude. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Let's see. Will says, my mind is blocked on it. I'm trying to figure out how I want to attach the knife to the rifle, and also thinking of reworking the suppressor. Oof, there you go. Hey, there's Julio. What up, dude? He says, what up, Army? Chucho Rama, Pab says, what up? Oh, and look at that. Julio's working on his little guy, right? He says, might start up a stream later while I work. There you go. Hey, Brian, Mr. Bro Builder, he's with us as well. He says, you can call me Lurko Rama. All right. Working on my huge boy. Hey, that XS Deep Striker thing, right? Let's see. He says, the new one I started last week. There you go. Goalie Zero, Mr. Carl, he's over there on Twitch. He says, damn it, Bobby, quit sticking things together. Right? Oh, man, oh, man. Robert Cottrell is over there on the Mecha Army Facebook page. He says, hey, Tim, thanks for the thumbs up on my pictures. Dude, you're welcome, man. Robert posted some cool macro pictures on his wall the other day on Facebook, and they were really damn cool. So, yeah, why not, right? Why not? If it's cool, you get a thumbs up. Simple as that. Let's see. Bill says, Brian, building the Deep Striker, any changes you already see you want to make? Airs385, he says, hello, Mech Army and Tim. What's going on, buddy? Andrew says, I don't know about Brian, but I need to figure out how to fix the lean mine has taken on. Counterbalance, Andrew. Counterbalance. Let's see. William says, isn't Brian bashing the Deep Striker with the XS? Yeah. Julio says to Brian he wants to go get ramen. I mean, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Andrew now wants ramen. Nice. William says, like a date, Julio? You're so sweet. Brian says, I would love to. And Julio says, yeah, like a date. Don't be jealous I didn't ask you, right? You better watch it, Brian. Julio's going to take your trash out. Brian says, hey, chat. Tons of changes. Get ready to see some awesome later this week. Hell yeah. That's what we're talking about. Let's see. Manny says, yo, is this an open invitation? To Julio and everything. Julio says, you always invited, Manny. There you go. Man, oh man. All right, let's power through this here. Julio says, I'm taking you on a date, Will. You taking out everybody's trash, man. Jesus. Manny says, yeah, he likes to be wined and dined before. Yeah. Nice. Bill says, I'm just going to stay silent on Julio using chat for a Tinder replacement. Or a grinder replacement, hey. Let's see. Manny says, should have gotten Julio that iPad instead. There you go. William says, so you are asking me out now. Julio says, I need love, Bill. There you go. Bill says, I did hear someone mention propane. Ooh. Margar Gaming is over there on Twitch. He says, hey, Tim, hope you're doing well. I am. Thank you. Appreciate that. Greg Blair on YouTube, he says, and propane accessories. Hey. Julio says, maybe, Will. Whew. Colin Kendall's over there on Facebook. He says, I've missed this. What's the SD build? Colin says, Julio can take my accent. She's definitely trash. Whoa. Whoa. Woohoo. Ha ha. Hee ha. Hoo hoo. Ha ha. Ha. Getting awkward in here, yeah? No, so Kendall, this is for the Team SD Buildoff that finished almost 3 weeks ago. But sadly, not a lot of us are completed hours, hence mine, right? So we're still kind of chipping away at this thing. And what I'm doing here is combining an SD full armor unicorn with a high grade full armor unicorn to make kind of a SD HG. Yeah. Colin says, I just needed a good chuckle. There you go, man. There you go. William says, sadly, we are too far away to get a meal together. And William says, another man's trash. Wow. Getting weird. Getting weird. All right, so let's get back to this before Julio takes somebody's trash out. This should be, yep, that's good and solid. Let's get the excess plastic trimmed off of this. Okay. Good there. Let's get the same thing over here. And there we go. All right, so now what we need to do is trim this little piece back to form up with the existing shape, the shape that's obviously already there, right? So we'll do this flat edge first, because that's going to be the easiest thing for us to do, because it's flat, right? We just even this up. Just like that. Very good. And now we're going to go ahead and do the top here, because this also is nice and flat. Now, this piece isn't obviously the most sturdy of pieces, mainly because of its form, because you've got this nice focus. There we go. Mainly because you have this nice, split right here. You've got this hollow point, right here. So this front section is only being held together here and down here just by just a little bit of plastic. So this front part is not the sturdiest piece in the world. So we need to be careful of that. We need to take that obviously into consideration, and not try and stress the piece too much. Okay. And we're not on camera. All right. All right. So this is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty nice. Now, let's even out the top here with our little file. Just like that. And that looks pretty good. Actually, let's go ahead and we're going to pull the sanding block in here. This is the 600 that we're all big fans of. Just flattening that out. Yeah, very good. Very good. Now, the other thing we need to do is reset this bevel in here. Just like that. Very nice. Excellent. That's looking good. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is to notch the corner here, just so that looks kind of legit. And then we will start to take off this here. Okay. That's looking pretty good. You ever get little plastic shavings in your mouth like that? That's crazy. It's like, get out of here. Okay. Looking good there. Let's get a little sandpaper in here. Clean that up. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and with our sanding block, make it a little bit easier on ourselves. Maybe switch out to the file here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, we're not done yet, because basically what we did is we just kind of bumped up what was already there and just kind of made it a different shape. That's all we did, essentially. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this down and make a strap kind of shape. That's not going to be big enough. Let's see here. All right, that will be big enough. Cool. So, we want kind of a unique shape here for this. So what we're going to do... whoops. Is... we're going to... let's see. We're going to do this. Get that locked in there. We're going to make a nice... kind of 30-degree, well, it's more like 60-degree angle there, right? Yeah, see, that's going to be really good. All right, so then what we're going to do is this. We're going to go ahead and chop the other side here so we can make duplicates. So... that out of there, get this back on this side, and we're going to use a 1/2 mil strip as our distance gauge from the blade. That'll give us a 1 millimeter miter, right? And then we're going to use our 45 to come back in here and kind of just take that sharp corner right off. So we're left with that. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. All right. So there's our two pieces. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clip off a decent little length there for both of our pieces. More than obviously what we're going to realistically need, right? So we'll get the chopper out of the way. We've got our two pieces here. Now, first thing we got to do is make sure that these angled cuts are nice and square. Which, that one looks good. Let's turn this one around. And that one looks good now as well. Same thing on this side. Make everything nice and even and straight and square and all that as much as we possibly can, right? That looks good. Let's do this side here. Okay. So, there's our two little identical pieces, our two little shapes, right? So, what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and put it down kind of like that, right? I think that'll look really nice. Really nice. Yeah. See, I think that'll be perfect. Cool. Okay, so what we got to do, let's load this up into the tweezers first, and then let's get a drop of super glue on this thing. Spread that around, make that all nice and good looking there. And then we place right up against the front edge of this piece. All right. And that's going to look good. I think that already looks good, right? But then we we trim this this overhang to the shape of the underlying piece, and yeah, I think that's just going to look really, really nice and unique. We put a little bevel on this thing. It's going to pop. It's going to pop. Hell yeah. All right, so while this is curing, let's go ahead and trim this side. Do the same treatment here. Good there. And let's see, slowly chop the top off of this piece. Almost there. Almost there. There we are. That's looking good. All right. Run this diagonal side here. Looks pretty good. We're really, really close there. Make that nice and even and straight, and that's looking good. All right, let's flatten out the top with our file here. Pretty good. All right, and we reset the bevel here on the front facing corner. Make that nice and even. Just like that. Very good. All right, so now we just need to shave off the side here, the front. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and use our file for this. Okay, looks good there. Let's get a little sandpaper action here. Smooth this out. All right, and there we go. There's our, basically our bump up, if you will. And let's check this piece here. That's looking pretty good, nice and solid. Let's get the other side glued on. Yeah, that's going to look really nice. Now, let's make sure we're symmetrical on both sides. So we need to find out how far that comes down, and that's exactly 2 millimeter to that miter. So we'll mark this right there at 2 millimeter. Perfect. And let's get a little super glue on this side. Just like that. And now place that right about there. Right there, flat along that edge. That's looking pretty good. Good placement. Good placement. All right, let's kick this off here with a little Insta-set while we turn our attention back to this one. And this one's all nice and cured, looking good. This is ready to be trimmed down. Okay. So, there's the knife. Let's get the flat part on top trimmed up first. Just like that. Let's get the diagonal next. All right, we need to do a little bit of gap filling right here on this little separation between the two, but that's not exactly surprising. Arrowhead Blah. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Mech Army. You get one of these. Hey. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so back to this here right quick. And as you can see, this is becoming a nice, very unique kind of shape, right? Which I'm really, really liking at this point. Really, really liking. Okay. And again, we'll reset this bevel here. That looks really good. And then we'll come back in here and really go to work to form the top bevel. Pretty nice. Let's get our file in place into play here. I like it. I like it so far. So let's do. Continue to tweak the shape here. Yeah, very good. Very, 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 very good. I'm happy with this so far. Happy with this so far, kids. Happy, happy, happy. Okay. All right, let's get a little sanding block in here. Make sure that's nice and even. That's looking good. Am I even on camera? No, of course not. Why would I be, right? Why would I be on camera? Why do I need to be on camera? Why do you guys need to even watch? Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yeah. That, my friends, looks pretty damn good. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. All right, let's get the super glue squeeze out trimmed up here. We're gonna have to go in on this side here because the knife won't fit otherwise. Okay. But there, you can kind of see how we've bumped that out kind of on all fronts, right? And we've got this nice little unique shape. Really good. Really, really, really good looking. All right, let's get the super glue cleaned out of here. Are. Very nice. Okay, so a few more steps to go on this one. Let's go ahead and get our 0.20. We're going to make this an outline scribe. We're going to make this look like it's completely separated. Make sure I'm on camera here. Yeah, this is going to look, I think, really like a good addition here to this to this side piece. All right. Whoop. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Can you see the separation there? I don't know if you can or not. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. But I can definitely see it, and when this thing is painted up and panel line and everything, that's going to look really, really good. Just doing a little evening out on this front surface there. All right, so the last step here, well, one of the last steps, I think we'll do one more thing, is to bevel this whole kind of creation here, right? Right. So there's that. All right. So now the very, very last step of what we got to do is add a couple notches here that I'm thinking about. And the first one is going to be 0.6. And let's see. I'm thinking this is going to be right up here on this this front little miter here, right? Okay, right there. That'll be good. All right, let's clean out the panel line here real quick. good. Nice. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so the next one we're going to do is going to be 0.3 millimeter. I'm going to get this out here, and we're just going to kind of raw dog this one, freehand it. Just like that. Okay, that's good. And then we'll transition down to the side just a bit. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, yeah. See that? Look at that. Just from the front, that little, ooh, just that little bump out there. And then on the side, yeah. Yeah. That's looking good. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Okay. So, there's that. Yeah? There's that. Let's get caught up with the chat. Okay? Let's see. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Oh my God, man. You guys have been talking up a storm today. What the hell is wrong with you people? All right, here we go. Superset5 over there on Twitch. He says, I'm late. What'd I miss? This was almost a half hour ago. Wow, been working a while, yeah? Colin Kendall over there on Facebook, he says, I love SDHG kit bash builds. They're not bad. They're not bad. Bill says, I really don't want to be here at work today. I didn't get enough sleep for it. I know that feeling. Let's see. We're going to power through these because there's a lot of freaking chat going on here, yeah? Let's see. Bill says, I still need to watch Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones and Mandalorian and end to end. When I say I barely watch TV except for football, I am not kidding. Dude, I hardly watch TV too. Like, there's so much shit to do. I'm basically constantly always working. Either with work or with this stuff, right? It's stupid. It's stupid. Anyway, Bill says, William, I slept no more than 2.5 hours last night, and I know no longer than 30 minutes at a time. Oof. Yeah, that sucks. He says, I still have 3 hours left on this shift. Pretty sure I am going to go home and pass the F out when I get off work. Yeah, man. Chris Degger's over here on YouTube. He says, hey, y'all, I finally made it to an early stream. How's everyone doing? Man, doing good, dude. Let's see. Powering through. Talking about sleep problems. All that good stuff. Random Choppy. He's over there on YouTube. He says, hi, Tim. What's going on? Brandon's over there on YouTube as well. What's up, everyone? What's going on, Brandon? Julio says, you got to do something with that outer panel along the jaw. What are you talking about? I like that outer panel along the jaw. You shut your face. Or what are you talking about? You're talking about this panel right here. Probably. We're not done with the side yet. Just so. Still a work in progress. Keep that in mind, kids. Julio says, I hate tomato soup. Yo, I hate tomato soup too. It's disgusting. Eris says, I have cream of chicken with rice with my grilled cheese. Interesting. Julio says, got forced to eat it as a kid and I hate it now. Dude, I'm the same way. Like, yeah. No, I'm exactly the same way. Like, I got forced to eat green beans when I was a kid. And just like, bleh. Ugh. Now I can't stand them. They're disgusting. Ugh. I can't even think about it. God. Lou says, I do miss spaghetti, though. Spaghetti is good, yeah. Brandon says, you like broccoli cheddar soup? Yeah. I think he was addressing Julio, but still. Let's see. Eris says, I'm the same way with peas or pineapple, Julio. Got forced to eat it as a kid and every time get sick trying it. Yeah, peas I'm with you on. Pineapple, I could eat pineapple like all day. Like I'm totally good with pineapple. Pineapple's the stuff, man. Julio says, what kind of sick monster makes a kid eat that, right? Oh, man. Goalie Zero, Mr. Carl, he says, child of Bevel. It's good, yeah. Scuffle says, my 5-year-old nephew just texted me, want to hear a joke about paper? Never mind, it's terrible. Oh, that sounds like a 5-year-old joke. Anyway, Brandon says, freaking love pineapple. We can't buy it because I'll eat it all in one day. Yeah, word, right? Julio says, Tim be tempting fate. Oh, with the raw dogging? Yeah, Chris Degger says, LMAO raw dogging it. Hell yeah. Sometimes you just gotta, go with it. Bill says, screw you people and your pineapple and watermelon and cantaloupe eating selves, right? Yeah, I don't do cantaloupe either, man. I'm picky. I'm super picky. Julio says, you probably eat weird shit too, right? Like milk. Ugh. Bill says, I can't eat them. I'm allergic to pineapple and melons. Oh, man. Chris Degger says, holy moly, that does look good. What is the purpose of these SD kits nobody wants to build, by the way? So they're for they were for a Team SD Buildoff. I'm partnered with Pabs. He's building the SD Neo Xeon. And his SD Sinanju's coming out really, really good. That nice blue Sinanju and everything. But he's just got to finish the Neo Xeon part, which I think he's working on. So, but yeah. Let's see. Inkao Chihung. I hope I'm saying that right. They're over there on YouTube. LOL. Welcome. William Williams says, all you need is fresh grapes and a gallon of coffee. I don't know about all that either. Leo says, you got to rub them on your ass a little so you get on your ass little by little so you get used to them. What? Whatever. Let's see. Creeping freely for you too. Miss John Lynn, she's over there on YouTube. What's up, Jay? Woobish, Woody, he's got a question. We have a question. He says, what is the minimum equipment I would need to start streaming and making YouTube videos? The absolute minimum? One of these. That's all you need. Realistically. And maybe a couple apps. But seriously, that's all you need. You can stream using your phone. You can stream to YouTube. You can stream to Facebook. You can stream to Twitch, Instagram. Any one of those individual platforms you can do right from your phone. You can record on your phone, obviously. You would need to be able to edit those. So I would probably suggest a non-linear editing program or app for your phone. maybe like a photo editing program as well, something like Snapseed, that's free from Google, and very high quality. But yeah, all you need really is your phone, dude. Seriously. Now, if you want to step it up, then let's see. Then Chris Degger says a camera, a computer, and a personality. Well, personality definitely helps, right? But yeah, a camera and a phone. Maybe just like a cheap DSLR or low end point and shoot, right? Got a couple in the links. The M50 by Canon is a really good one. That seems to be kind of the flavor of the month in terms of streaming cams, and it's very, very good and inexpensive as well. You're going to need obviously some lenses and things like that, but yeah, I mean you can get into this fairly decently for a few $100s if you wanted to go that route. But honestly, bare minimum, your phone. That's essentially what you would need, So, yeah. Let's see. Where do we leave off here now? Let's see. Scuffle says pineapples, fresh pineapples mashed up and left on a steak for like an hour, then rinsed off, equates to super tender and delicious steak. Interesting, because the acid in it probably breaks down the fibers of the steak a little bit. I bet that is good. Just saying. And then the sweetness with the beef. Yeah. Throw some kind of like some seasoned salt on there. You've got yourself probably a pretty damn tasty steak. That's an interesting thought, Scuffles. I might have to try that. Let's see. Jay says heck carbs and heck dairy. That's all I'm saying. Can't have any fish, but boy, I want to try lobster. There you go. Ing Kao Chi Hung is over there on YouTube. He says, "Hi Tim, it's my first time." Well, welcome. That's awesome. Thank you for watching. Julio says the pineapple and melons and shit, you rub them on your butt. Wow. I don't know about all that, Julio. I don't know about all that. Andrew says lobster is okay, Jay, but it doesn't have much taste to it. It's a little bit of a sweeter. It's kind of on the sweet side, right? In terms of shellfish and stuff. Pab says I legit think I have the world's first SDCS Sinan Blue, right? Sinan Blue. There you go. Julio says, damn, Pabs, that's messed up. I'm not going to say that. I'm trying to keep it clean, especially during the day. Kids and all. You understand. Jay says, I've only had one oyster, and that was the last time. Allergic reactions are fun. LOL. Yeah, right? Julio says, that shit is fire to the rest of us. Whew. William says, I'm surprised you haven't added any resin parts to it, Pabs. Right? Woobish says, cool, thanks. You're welcome, Woody. Scuffle says, minimum for streaming? Just need a full bladder and hopefully a toilet nearby. Wow. That's rough. Pab says, who says I didn't? Right. Let's see. John Lynn says, it's Pabs. He eats resin for breakfast, right? Scuffle says, yeah, fresh pineapples have an enzyme called bromelain. Hope I said that right. Bill says, enzymes in pineapple, also in honey. I use mango to tenderize steak. See, I can't do the mango, man. Mango is just, no. Pineapple, on the other hand, that tastes good, right? Julio says, that's how you beat allergies. The lobster, too. Rub it on yourself. On your butt. God. Bry Guy's with us. What's going on, Brian? Been a minute? He says, not even a minute of joining the stream and it got weird. Well, because Julio's here. That's why. Arf Aurora, Mr. Andrew says, I'm allergic to clams and oysters, but no other shellfish for some reason. It is what it is. Hey, Commissar Stanley, Mr. Stanley, he's with us here. He's got a question. He says, I love Mecha Decals and used them for the first time the other day. Amazing product. Do you plan on releasing a sheet of decorative decals like symbols or decorations similar to bomber marks? You know what, Stanley, funny enough, we were actually talking about that last night because we got the green light for sheet 3. Yeah. So I haven't started designing it yet or anything, but it's definitely going to be somewhat of a different path than the first 2 sheets. Probably, maybe some insignias like logos and stuff like that. Definitely, unit designations, letters, numbers, combinations of such, and things like that. I think that's going to be definitely the way to go for sheet 3. So, yes, it's in the works. It's up here thinking about it, right? John Lynn says, I'm allergic to fresh salt and shellfish. Wow. That sucks. Brandon says, okay, what's everybody's weird food combo they like? Brandon says, I love Parmesan cheese on rice cakes. Ooh. Chris Degger, fun fact about pineapples is they are carnivores. The acid breaks down flies and stuff. Hey, I'm with it. Julio says, I like peanut butter on beef. LOL. Whatever. Let's see. Marco Centeno Solano, he's over there in the Mecha Army Facebook group. He says, hey, Tim. Greetings from Costa Rica. Nice. He says, what brand of chisels do you recommend? I personally really, really like BMC chisels. That's what these are. Now, what you get is just this, this little part right here. And let's see. Here's an old one that I have lying around. And this is basically the chisel. This is what you get. This is a 1mm, but they come in obviously a bunch of different widths, for the cutting edge. But this is what you get, and then you can get an add-on handle, which is this. This tightens down. You pop that in there. It grips it very, very nicely, and then you obviously have a cap as well, and that's your storage unit for your chisel. Safe and sound, no damage, chisel discipline. That's what I like. So yes, BMCs are my personal favorite, but you can't go wrong with either BMC or MadWorks. Pabs over here on YouTube says the brand Dispaye is also really good. I don't know. I've never tried them myself. But at least MadWorks and BMC you're going to be perfectly fine with. But if it was up to me, BMC all the way. Yeah. So, Marco, thank you for watching, man. Appreciate you. All right, so let's jump back into the build. We still got about 25 or so minutes left. Yeah. Let's see. Pab says hot dogs and eggs. Oh my God, man. No. Julio says seriously, put some on a burger. Oh, the peanut butter? No. Commissar Stanley says steaks and meats. Guys just snap into a Slim Jim. Andrew says Slim Jims are the one beef stick I can't eat anymore. Ugh. Y'all are... no. Brandon says my sister eats peanut butter on her burgers. Wow. William Wills, microwave bologna. That is life. No, that is not. No. Bill says, weird. Other people think this is weird, but I have no idea why. Peanut butter and cheddar sandwich. Also, peanut butter and banana is good. The peanut butter and banana is probably a little bit more mainstream than the peanut butter and cheddar. I've never heard of that one before, and I'm not sure that is really great. No. Pab says, I'll say Bug Sim Pro and get him to release these chisels. They're seriously good. Oh, the Dispaye? Yeah. Chris Degger says, I think the BMC chisels is on Tim's Amazon link. They are not. They are one of the few tools that are not, unfortunately, on the Amazon link. So I think Adam and USA Gundam Store is getting a restock of BMCs at some point. So I would check there. After that, you're going to have to go like through a Japanese vendor, and good luck with that right now, right? So, let's see. Brandon says cheddar cheese on warm apple pie. No. Ugh. No. Let's see. Pab says I previewed them on a stream and they are sharp. Very good at grabbing plastic. No oil required. Well, thank heaven for that, right? Simpro has chisels he's been thinking about releasing, but he's not sure there's demand. Yeah, it's always the question, right? Especially with BMC and MadWorks kind of, cornering the market, so to speak, on chisels. Bill says, peanut butter and cheese crackers are norm. Well, I guess. I never liked them when I was a kid, though, so I'm like, eh. But mix peanut butter with actual cheese, and people lose their minds. Pab says, with enough requests, I think we can get him to release them. Maybe. Julio says, people put a little block of cheese in their coffee. Ew. No, man. No. What is wrong with you people? Bry Guy says, good quality plus good price chisels equals take my money. Fair. Julio says, I'd get a set if they're good, Pabs. Commissar Stanley says, microwave steak. Oh, no, man. You gotta grill it, dude. You gotta grill a good steak, man. With the char lines and everything. Yeah. And Bill has a good point. Demand will depend on price point. Yeah. Exactly. Bill says, dash of cinnamon in my hot cocoa. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Pab says, I like them. They use NT handles. Reminds me of a little of MadWorks round stuff, just sharper. Are they round stock, Pabs? Because if that's the case, I'm weary. I am weary of all round stock chisels. I am. I'm very weary of all round stock chisels. That is just not for me. Nope. All right. That looks really good. Really good. Now, let's continue on with this side because that'll take us a while to duplicate that stuff on the other side there. So I don't really feel like doing that right now, right? So let's put this away. Let's put this one away. Let's get the 0.6 back out here, yeah? And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of do a notch right up against this panel line here. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, we'll spin this around. Okay. All right, so there you can see that little notch right there. Now, the one thing that we need to do here is continue the top part over to the rest of that panel line there, right? So let's get the 0.3 back out here, and we're going to dig out that little corner. With the 0.3. Okay. Now, let's get our hobby knife here, and we'll just lightly clean all that out. And there, we've got a nice little notch there that goes all the way back into this angled panel line, right? Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so let's clean up the ugly mold lines here on this piece here. Okay. All right. Pretty good there. Let's scrape the bottom here. All right, so now we can put that away. We can put that one away. Let's go back to 0.20. Let's do a little outline scribing around this raised box here. Make that look separated, right? Looks good. Keep spinning this thing around. The problem with this box, it's molded in and it's beveled or mitered on all four corners. So that's a pain in the butt having to scribe around this. But it will look nice once it is fully outlined, right? It'll look nice and separated, everything will look good. Okay, that's good there. Last connection right here on the side. one quick pass all the way around just to even everything out. And there we go. All right. So there we go. That looks a lot more separated. Very, very good. Now, we're not done there yet. We're not done there yet. We just did the outline scribe. That's nowhere near done just yet. What we're going to do is going to grab our 0.3 millimeter here, right? And let's see. We're going to grab a little piece of Dymo here, right? Now, what we're going to do here is find this, cut those in half, right? Now, we're gonna make this look awesome. Peel that off of there, load that up. All right, so what we've got here, we're going to basically drape this across here from bevel line to bevel line, corner to corner right there. All right, so basically it's going this way along the side there, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our 0.3 and we're going to draw a line, or scribe a line, I should say, within the boundaries of this box. Good there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's get this removed there because we've got the groove set. So there, whoops, there's that right there. Nice little, basically we just made a custom cross plate here, right? But we're not done. We're not done just yet. What we are going to do is to go across this way now. We're just going to make little marks just right at the corners. We're not going to go all the way across here with these little marks. These are just going to basically be like little kind of like floating notches, so to speak. But they will be perpendicular to the line that we scribed in there just a second ago. Okay. So there's that first one in there, and that's looking really nice. Now we get the second one down on the other corner, and we complete the look. Okay. Spin it around, go from the other side. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking pretty good. Okay. We just got to even these up here in terms of depth. So I think this first one that we did is a little shallow compared to the second one. All right. And the first one looks maybe a little short. All right, so now that looks better. All right, so there we go. There's our nice little safety kind of cross piece there, right? So let's get the little green insert back in here, just like this. And there's that. That looks really nice, right? Really nice. And there's the comparison. And there's that side. We're not done with this side yet. We're not done just yet. Compared to, obviously, this side, we still need to form up this little piece, but you can kind of see, you know, the aesthetic differences, right? I like these little add-ons here on the front, you know, to the cheeks and all that. That looks pretty good. Working with what we got, right? Working with what we got. Let's catch up with the chat here real quick. But first, need to let's see. Need to ban somebody on Twitch here real quick. we go. Submit report. Done. Excellent. And there we go. Done deal. Blocked and reported. Easy. So, let's go scroll back up here. Let's get caught up with the chat. Let's see. You guys were talking about weird combinations, right? Let's see. Chris Decker says, I'm looking for a great set of chisels as well. I can't find BMC in Canada. People are selling them for 200 USD here. Yeah. Right now, man, BMCs are hard to come by because of the, shipping shutdown from Japan and everything. So it's a weird time. Just what I'd say is try to be patient. Pab says the part that connects to the handles are round, but the chisels themselves are flat. Yeah, well, see, then that's the thing, though. It starts off as bar stock, as round bar stock. That's way more difficult, but cheaper to grind down than, your flat stock like your BMCs and your MadWorks, right? That's my concern. I am not a fan. I am not a fan of round bar stock chisels. Not me. Brandon says, I don't get why round stock chisels makers just don't grind two flats on the shank. It would help eliminate any issues of possibly turning in the handle. My main concern is turning in the grinder. That thing has got to be so insanely locked down that it doesn't twist. That's my thing. So, Bry Guy says, does anyone know of a tool that I can use as a lathe for custom parts besides a drill and a Dremel? Not really. I think those are your only two options, Brian. Andrew says, going to use the notches to give it a mounting system for something like the Mark II's Vulcan's pod? No. Just kind of aesthetic. Let's see. Brandon says, it just makes sense to me, but I know it's another manufacturing step, so it might not be worth it. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. It's quality, right? Bill says, Brian, there are all kinds of custom lathe setups. What are you trying to turn? Chris Decker says, I went to my local hobby shop today. Those airbrushes you were talking about are in stock, and they are really nice. Oh, the Mr. Hobby, the Procon boy, I think Pabs was talking about. He says, might pick one up. They feel real nice. There you go. Andrew, over there on YouTube, he says, I'm surprised that they let you in. We're only able to do curbside pickup here. Yeah, different states and all, right? Different states. William Williams says, you might find an actual mini lathe on Amazon. Yeah, that's true as well. They're a little expensive, though. I'd probably go drill, with a, hand drill or something. Bill says to Will, it depends on his needs as to what he can do and what he might need. That's true. Pab says, whenever I recommend anything, it's always something I use regularly over anything I've used previously, like my Badgers and Iwatas. I love my Procon. There you go. Chris Decker to Pabs. Yeah, I only ran water through them because it was the shop's item, but they felt real nice. There you go. Warriors over there on Twitch. He says, hey, what's going on, man? Brandon says, I'm hoping to upgrade my airbrush in a couple months, looking at the Badger Sotar. There you are. Bill says, maybe it is just me, but I have yet to find that my airbrush can't do anything I want it to do. I get buying one for a change in spray style, change in nozzle as if a dedicated use or ergonomics. I agree, Bill. Like the siphon feed that I use it for virtually everything. And like I said last night, I got the Neo mainly for gradients and stuff, and as a kind of a backup as well, right? So, yeah. But Bill continues. He says, but just buying a new one because it is new kind of baffles me. I like the broken in feeling of my airbrush. It adds to my style and gives the paint personality. Fair. Brandon says sometimes you just want something new and to see if it will make any difference in your painting. All right. Pab says, for me, the 290 trigger type is for ergonomics. The .5 needle is great for base coats and massive pieces like the Twin Towers. Pabs, shut up. You're going to need a full-on spray gun for that thing. He also says it also has add-ons for a massive cup and grip for long sessions. There you go. Bill says, as I said, change in paint style and ergonomics I fully get. Yeah. Pab says, I retired my Badgers after using 2K gloss on them. Oof. Warrior says, I hate those obvious scams. Yeah, me too. That's why I kicked it and reported it. Bill says, still have them, Pabs? And Pabs says, the Patriot is somewhere. The chrome I fixed up and gave to John Lynn. Aw, that's nice of you, Pabs. Bill says, I own 2 airbrushes, my Iwata and one that I got on Easter sale from Spray Gunner. It was a good price and thought I may use it for primer, but haven't used it yet. Rough. Pab says, anyway, off I go. Have a fantastic day, all. Maybe I'll see you all at the dojo tonight. Yes, on Brian's stream tonight. Greg Blair's over there on YouTube, and he's got a question for us.
We have a question.
He says, how could I go about painting a chain? I am painting up my Master Grade Turn A, and I love the chain ball mace. So, great question, Greg. A really good method for something like that is to suspend the chain between 2 points. And let me kind of show you if I can find what I'm looking for here. This will do. Yeah, so, all right. So you get a rod like this, right? And let me show you. Now, this is just a super soft aluminum rod, right? But I'd probably go brass or something like that, right? And what you do is you kind of, let me do this. Basically try to find dead center and spin that up like that so you have a nice little U shape, right? Now, after you've got this shape here, obviously you want to make both ends nice and even, so you cut that off, and now you have a nice little kind of U-shaped fork, right? Now, what you do is kind of put a couple of little bends in here like this, just like that. Nice little, just something simple, right? And then you put the chain on either side here, and then what you can do, spread that out until the chain is taut, right? And what I would also do is put a little bend in it like that, so it's really nice and taut. And then you can hold it like this. Your chain is suspended between those 2 points, and you go to town just spraying that up and down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There you go. Very, very simple stuff. But I would probably use brass instead of this aluminum, because this is really like pliable and soft, where brass is more apt to hold its shape. So, yeah, should be easy stuff. Let's see. Bill says, my concern would be losing the heat treat on the metal if you ground it flat all the way. Oh, the bar stock. Yeah. That's why I just don't like round bar stock. It sucks. There's too many problems with it. Too many quality control issues, right? It's a non-starter for me. Andrew says, I started with a Master Airbrush and an Iwata Neo when Badger started their birthday sales is when I started buying Badger, and I really like them. Yeah, I used to have I still do have a Badger Crescendo. That was my very, very first airbrush, and it has not seen the light of day for years. Not since I got my Iwata. And that's been the workhorse. Brandon says, am I right to assume that BMC chisels won't fit in the MadWorks handles? Probably. But Bill says correct. So, yeah. William Williams says, time for me to bounce. Work is calling. Catch you guys tomorrow. Will, take care, buddy. Superset5 says, I'm out later, everybody. Thank you, Superset. Appreciate you. Oh, and Michael, you're probably not watching this, but I sent your book out. So, anyway. Warrior says, I'm good. Getting ready to detail paint again. There you go. Brandon says, I want to get the SOTAR for detail painting and whatnot. And I'll use my Siphon 0.35 nozzle Neo for priming. There you go. Bill says to Brandon, want to try out a different airbrush? And Brandon says, what do you recommend, Bill? Always open to trying new things or different things. Greg Blair says, thank you so much. You're welcome, buddy. Bill says, I still have the Harder and Steenbeck that I've never used. As I mentioned, want to give it a try to see how it works for you. Ooh, high-end airbrush. Brandon wants to know how much. Bill says, I'll send it to you to try and decide if you want it. Trying. We can then, yeah, hey, that's pretty damn cool. Andrew says, Tim, want to sell me that Crescendo? If it works. I don't know if it even works, Andrew. That's the thing. It may be corroded and rusted and all that. So, I don't know. I'd have to look at it, honestly. I'd really, really have to look at it and see if it's even viable. So, Warrior says, oh, how much would you want for your old airbrush? Oh, shit, there's two. Look at this. Two. There's two of you. There's a bidding war going on. But Warrior, like I said to Andrew just now, I don't even know if the thing works. Honestly, it's been in storage so damn long. I don't know. But Brandon says, sound good, Bill. Only problem is I will have nothing to paint for a while. Try it on spoons, Brandon. You never know. Andrew says, sounds good. Cool. All right, so kids, 509. Good, excellent. We got a little bit of work done today. Good stuff. I'm happy with the progress that we made on this dumb little SD. Right. So, all right, let's go camera one here. All right, so you guys, again, we're rocking the Bear Guy today. If you want one of these cool-ass Bear Guy shirts, hit childofmecha.com, hit the store button up at the top. You will find this shirt, many more, hats, prints of my work, all sorts of fun stuff in there. There's even some clearance items. Like I said, Michael, he got a cool book from me. There's a bunch of stuff still left in there, so go check it out. It's good stuff. Anyway, Warrior says, yes, yeah, I understand. I'm just looking for a first airbrush for priming and slowly getting into full-on, hopefully. Yeah, hey, I will pull it out and I will see if it works. All right, I no promises to either Andrew or Warrior over there. I have no idea. So just transparency. I don't even know if the thing works. But anyway. All right, so you guys, if you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we were working with here today, there's an Amazon link below here on Twitch and YouTube. That side, if you're watching on Facebook, I do get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it does not increase the cost for you. Goes to help out me, goes to help out the stream, fuel our endeavors moving forward. If you're interested in books for inspiration, gear for streaming, and you want to get into that, now is a good time. And like I said, there's also the tools and materials that we use on a daily basis. If you're in the market for kits, paints, tools, accessories, Mecha Decals, sheets 1 and 2, those are both in stock and shipping now, right down from our good friends USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine folks down there will definitely have what you need. Now, if you get enjoyment, if you learn something from watching the stream, if you find value in it, hit the like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff on all of the different social medias and everything like that. It would be appreciated, and you get to keep up with what I'm doing off stream as well, yeah? So go and jump on that. And if you know somebody or a group of somebodies that could benefit from watching the stream, share it with them. It's the nice thing to do, right? Look at that. There's Josh, VFX10 Viper. He says, later, everyone. Thanks for streaming, Tim. Always, man. My pleasure. But I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. We're going to jump back on this stupid SD build and try to make some headway on it, right? But until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Be safe out there. Use some common sense. Wash your hands. But most importantly, build something cool. And don't forget to watch Brian and Armida tonight, yeah? So Brian goes on at what? 8 p.m.? 8 p.m. Eastern? And then Armida goes on, I think, at 11 if she is streaming tonight. I don't even know. Anyway, let's tune in for those two. It'll be a barrel of monkeys. Be damn fun. Hell yeah. Anywho. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.